Ladies and gentlemen, tonight it is March 27 already, 2014. It's time for my 6th episode of Malesurs Madness. And there is a lot of stuff to talk about this week. It was, again, quite a hectic week for Marvel Heroes, so let's start by going to the studio. There we are. Good day, everyone. So last week I had a great interview with none other than Demi Luna. We talked a lot about Scarlet Witch and about the game, which was awesome. So I hope he's coming back to the show one day. Also, something really cool happened is there were new fortune cards. And new fortune cards bring new costumes, so I'm going to show them in a little bit. That was pretty cool. They had a new costume for Hawkeye, a new costume for Deadpool. So I'm going to show them to you in a little bit. Other than that, last weekend I finally got all my heroes to 60, so I had a big party, big celebration, and we ended up with I did some giveaways and some codes for Iridium Boost and Wolverine codes, and we ended up spending most of the night with all of Ghost Riders, and we were like 20 plus people on Ghost Rider running around through. We started in the Avengers Tower, then we went to X Mansion, and then we even ended up doing, and it was pretty epic, we were doing drag races on the Bifrost Bridge. And at that time, because there was also a play with the Devs Weekend on, we were standing there at one side with our head towards the gate, and we did a countdown, and then we raced to the other side of the bridge. And even Michael Mayhem, who just logged in, he came there, and he raced with us on his Ghost Rider, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, last weekend was a play with the devs weekend. So instead of lately they've been doing all these weird festivities during the weekend, and this weekend they only had they had a play with the devs, so people could talk with the devs and ask questions, and a lot of information was gathered there. And it was also a lot of fun to talk with these guys, and it's cool that they just they do this pretty regularly. You can just hang in, have a chat, and if you're lucky, you get really long and in-depth answers to your questions, which is pretty great. So and then you think that that event was over. No, not over at all. They made a new event this week, which was none other than Don't Fear the Reaper. It's currently happening right now, and that means it's obvious why that was chosen, but it's really funny though. I like the name. We keep the 50% boost, so we're just all this week we get 50% boosts, and the cool thing about it is that every like 4 to 6 hours there's a whole schedule. There is improved loot on, for example, Midtown Manhattan, which is pretty good actually. All the bosses drop really big loot pinatas. Then there is like a few hours in terminals, which make all the bosses drop a lot of as well. Especially the cosmic ones are really good right now. And if the other schedule is on, the last schedule is X-Defense or Holosim. And if you get to a higher wave, the chest grows exponentially. I think currently that's the least noticeable True Blood loot boost. True Blood boost, what a word. But the best one is currently in Midtown Manhattan, at least that's my experience. But it's only been going for like 2 days, so it's going on all week. So can't wait to keep doing that. Other than that, last Friday was a live stream of Gazillion themselves, which was pretty cool. They showed Doctor Strange for the first time, and I was pretty impressed. He was with Michael Mayhem. They also showed the Black Panther rework, which I was also really excited about. So because I have all the heroes at 60 now, a lot of people have been asking me what do you want to do right now with that. I will level, of course, Doctor Strange to 60 this weekend. So if you want, you can join me. I'm looking, this time I'm not racing, I'm just looking for 5 Doctor Stranges to get together and just re-level to 60. It's going fast anyway, probably within a few hours. So there's not really reason to rush it. If I really enjoy it, I might prestige and then rush, in my own time. I got the whole weekend plan free for that. So, but the first thing I want to do is level with other people. I also wanted to show Doctor Strange today, but I logged onto the test server and I used a few abilities, and I was just, I don't know. I just got a nerdgasm, and I just didn't want to play. I just want to experience everything on the first day when he comes actually out in the game, which I really consider canon, which is a concept that, you know, that's the real world, so to speak. So um, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. He looks pretty unique. He has amazing powers. He's going to be a 600 Splinter hero though, but I'm definitely gonna show you next week what I think about him. So hopefully you wanna see that. So other than that, the Black Panther review, I'm definitely gonna prestige him. So at least to green. He comes with a great female costume of his sister, the Queen of Wakanda. So I cannot really wait to play that. It looks amazing. They did a great job. So. If you want to see that, you can always watch the highlight of Marvel Hero stream. It was pretty cool. So other than that, we also get a new inventory slot. We get 20 more inventory slots on your basic tab. So that's pretty cool. Also, item linking will be in the game. So you can actually link your item, and you can link your trade items, and people can click on it and they can see the stats. So that's pretty cool as well. And also your boosts will not run out anymore in the hubs. So I think that's all in all a pretty good patch. And even better is it paves the way for the next patch next week, which is gonna have the team ups. So you could actually already buy the team ups. So like I said, it's a crazy week for Marvel Heroes, right? I mean, they have constantly events. They have Doctor Strange coming, Black Panther rework, and next week the team ups. What are team ups? People ask. Team-ups are just like mercenaries, so that means that you can have a companion, like a pet companion with you, but it will fight for you. So it will actually do damage. You could gear it up. It gets gear slots, I think like 4, if I remember correctly from the frequently asked questions forum. Also, it has a talent tree of 3 times 6. So you could give them talents, which is great. So they're going to be shown tomorrow in their live stream, which is I'm pretty excited about as well. So I'm definitely going to watch that. And so they were companions, and what they did really well, I think, really cool, is that they did it like, it's not like you're gonna have to have it around permanently, but you could choose to have that have a permanent pet with you to fight for you. You could also choose to, if you don't like that, make it a passive. So just get a passive boost and don't have the pet out, right? But also if you want, you could have it come up for you, fight for you for 20-30 seconds, and then it goes off again for like a cooldown. You could use that pretty much on bosses. I'm not sure what the cooldown will be. We'll probably hear all about that tomorrow. But that one is quite my preference, I think, just to grind without him, and then as soon as a boss fight comes, I will pop that pet for extra damage and just, you know, companion, I must say, or hero. The first 4 are going to be Falcon from the Captain America 2 movie, which I still have to see. Probably gonna have to watch that next week. But he looks pretty good, at least the screenshots that I've seen so far. Firestar's in the game. Gonna be great. Spider-Man himself will be one of the team-ups, and the 4th one will be Magic. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that, and obviously next week we're gonna have more news about that one, because it's quite a big feature for this game. So all in all, the news is pretty big actually, and apparently people in the chat are having a good time, which is awesome. So I'm going to go into the game now. I'm going to show you at least the new costumes. So here they go. This is the new Fear itself from Hawkeye, and it is I think it looks really good. It's really well done. I just like it. It has the old voices, not in a hunt costume. So it just has the normal voice of Hawkeye. And the other costume is for Deadpool. So they're all both in the fortune cards. And if you're lucky, you can buy them after a few. And if you're not so lucky, you're gonna have to buy a few. Alright, so this is the Deadpool one, which is... Some people like it, some people don't. I'm pretty indifferent about it. I think it's just different. So, I'm not... I still have to form my opinion. It's not done yet. I think I'm gonna use it for a little bit. I like these things of his bandana, I think it is. So, I think it's pretty cool. But, yeah, there is Lady Deadpool, which kinda still has my preference. So, I think I'm gonna keep going for Lady Deadpool for now, but we'll see. Anyway, so here's my roster right now. As you can see, everyone is 60. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So Spider-Man is the only one I prestige together with Gambit, and more will follow definitely. So don't worry about that. Cool. And so now it's time for something else. It is time for the newbie corner. I think I pretty much covered most of the news. One thing I want to add though is, because this weekend is going on this week, Fear the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper actually. This Saturday, if you haven't heard yet, this Saturday is going to be more cowbell. If you log in, you get an item which gives you a penta boost, and it gives you a few other boosts, and it gives you even a specific cow artifact, a cowbell. I think it's going to be. We don't know yet, but make sure to log in this Saturday, because if not, you're gonna probably miss out on that one. David Brevik will be here as well. He will be in the game for 3 or 4 hours, and you can chat with him hopefully, and hopefully he has time to reply, because he's gonna get bombed with chat, of course. So anyway, that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. I will be here the whole weekend, so I'm hoping to get some cool stories for next week's madness. So, but it's now time for the newbie corner. There we go. And last time I talked about, I've talked about the early heroes. I talked about the starting heroes. I talked about the interface, and this time I want to talk about the gear and itemization, which is pretty important as well, because a lot of stuff is going to drop, and you kind of want to know what it's about, right? So let me go to the game, and let me just show you a little bit how it works. So some new players might not know, but if you just go to your waypoint and you want to do a challenge like a Midtown Manhattan or an X Defense or something, you start here at the story. There's all the chapters, and I always suggest people, if this is your first time, go through the whole story. Just go through the whole, play through it. You're gonna know which quests give you some boost, because if you complete the story, you can do it again and you can get the boosts again. You get health boosts, some extra power points, 4 in total. So you want to know those locations. You want to go through the story at least once, and then you'll be about around level 20. And if you want a power level, then I would suggest go do your legendary quests. They will pop up then, and they will bring you either through terminals or to Midtown. But those are this is currently the best way to level. So if you go to your challenges tab, this is the place where you see your X Defense, your Holosim, Midtown Patrol, and even the PvP is here. It's still in beta, but they're working on it pretty hard. So I'm quickly going to jump into Midtown and show you a little bit about loot. And I want to also talk about how the loot works, because not everyone knows that, I think. Anyway, I have to find some mobs to kill, which I'm pretty sure I should be able to do. Deppel is not my geared character. I have a lot of really bad geared level 60s, but yeah. So let me go on. So as you can see, here is a green drop. There is a white drop over here, and I'm pretty sure I have some epics. I do. So another green item. So what does that mean, right? We have no idea what this all means. Alright, I'm gonna show you. This item is a bodysuit, and it is white. This is the basic item. So basically what happens if you kill a mob, the game decides if it drops an item and for what slot it's going to be. As you can see here, the bottom row is the 5 basic gear slots. It's gear slot 1 through 5. And this is always a weapon, the first one. The last one could be giving you damage, but could also be a headpiece, depending on your hero. You have a lot of different items there. This is just the basic thing that stops. So basically the game decides, do I give on kill, give a rank 1 white one or white item, or do I not give that? If that's decided, the item is white, but it gets a roll on it. For example, the 10%, I know the numbers go up. You don't really see whites anymore, so it's probably higher, but say 50% for it to become a magic item, which is the green one. And as you can see, a green item gives you 1 stat to it. As this one gives you physical damage to attacker when you're hit. As you can see what I've currently equipped, it has a lot.